Rockets taking on Prince George. Game 2 Provincials. Kelowna with a 6-2 victory over Campbell River last night. Prince George lost a close one to Vancouver yesterday, 5-3. Looks like Mason's line will start. Eli Parker on defense. Mason out there with Hudson and Carter. On the draw. Puck one back by Prince George. Mason on the forecheck. Huddy there too. Prince George plays it off the wall. Parker back to Hudson through his legs. Nice stick by Hudson there. Carter picks that off. But Prince George picks that up into the zone. Wide around Eli. Eli, nice poke check there to knock it loose. Mason. Challenge there. Puck loose. Eli around the net. Eli up to Mason. Mason's got some room. We got Carter with him. Fans on that pass though. Puck played in the middle. Mason holds the line. Check there though. Carter follows up. Carter over to Huddy. Huddy. Shot just wide. Junsaw knocks that down to the line. Holds for a minute. Yannick out. Yannick spins away from his forecheck. Yannick into the zone. Yannick still on it. Stops up. Finds Kyler. Zane off the bench. Zane in. Zane wide. That's Huddy and Yannick out front. Yannick, shot, save, rebound. In front. Huddy scores! Hudson with a goal. Makes it 1-0 early, Rockets. Mom just arrived. Good job by Yannick to gain the zone. Zane to hold the line. Couple of good shots there. And Huddy buries the rebound to make it 1-0. Yannick on the draw. Push forward. Zane on the forecheck. Interrupts that for a second. Puck played in. June takes his man down. Kyler back for it. Up the wall to Yannick. Yannick plays it up to Zane. Walker over. Has some room. Walker in. Toe drag. Still with it. Zane. Oh, big save. Couple good opportunities there. Rockets get a change in here. Emmett's line comes out. Cam and Blake on deep. Sorry, all. I didn't hit the record button after warm up. There we go. Emmett off the draw. Hard on that. Ben knocks that into the corner. Emmett on it now. Emmett. Nice poke check by Ben. Puck into the corner. Emmett around the rep. Ben knocks that deep. Puck played to the line. Cam can't hold. Puck around Cam. Down in the Rocket zone. Cam back with it. Goes behind the net. Stops up. Chips up for Cole. Cole check there. Cam. Back up the wall. That sneaks through. Cole's with it. Has Ben with him. Cole in. Shot. Rebound. Emmett. Shot. Sneaks through. Scores! Cole! On the rebound. 2-0 Rockets. As that one sneaks through and Cole puts it through. Rockets with a good start here. Rockets rolling. As Cole pokes that one home. Mason's line out. Parker and Eli. Mason wins that back to Eli. Eli up to Carter. Off the end of his stick, but he picks it up off the wall. Plays it to Mason inside. Tries to get that over to Huddy. Parker steps up into the corner. Huddy takes his spot. Parker punched off the puck. Mason over it. Parker picks that up. Parker up to Hudson into the zone. Hudson tries to get that over. He's checked. Prince George brings it back. Carter on the back track takes that down. Eli off a skate. Puck played around Eli. Eli into the corner. Mason picks that up. Plays it back to Eli. Over to Carter. Carter gets that down the ice. That's going to be an icing. $16:51. First period left. Rockets with a 2-0 lead to start. Off the draw. Parker. Down low. Plays it up for Walker. Off of his stick. Walker pushing there. For Eli. Eli. It's it over towards Zane. Prince George picks that up. Throws it back in. Eli with some time. Plays it up for Zane. Off of his stick. Race for it. Not going to be an icing. Walker on the forecheck. Lifts the stick there. The Prince George breaks it out. Good step up by June. Knock that away. Rockets on the forecheck. Yannick. Off to Zane. Zane's got it. Zane to the net. Goes around the back. Loses it behind the net. Off the upper on the dasher. Yannick on it. And Prince George plays that out. 2-on-1. That shot blocked by Kyler. Good job there. Plays it up for Zane. Zane chips that out of the zone. Walker putting some pressure on here. Puck played to an open wing. Kyler back for it. Kyler behind his own net. The Rockets get a change. Kyler flips that down the ice. That's an icing, as he hadn't hit center. Rockets with a good start. Emmett's line out there. Cam and Blake on deep. Off the draw. Prince George controls. Ben to Emmett. Emmett up to Cole. Cole takes it off his skate. Into the zone. Cole. Down low. Pinched off the puck there. Ben in there to help. Prince George comes out with it though. Prince George plays it around the wall. Blake there. Tries to hold the line a little bit. But puck chipped out. Cam back for it. Cam up to Cole. Cole in the middle for Emmett. Emmett with some speed. Cole falls down. Emmett down. Tries to play that in front for Ben. It's played back. And Prince George plays that down the ice. That'll be an icing on Prince George. Rock will change it up. Mason's line comes out. Off the draw. Puck comes to Prince George. Eli holds momentarily. Prince George picks it up into the Rocket zone. Carter on the back track. Parker there too. Parker plays it behind the net. Prince George picks that up. Mason there to help out. Mason chips to the middle. Prince George holds the line to Parker. Parker spins in his own end. Sends it back to Hudson. Hudson plays it across for Carter. Just out of his reach. Mason on the forecheck. Prince George will play that around. Carter over it. Prince George out of the zone though. Poked out by Carter. And Prince George has it. Hudson on the backtrack. Prince George down low. Over for Parker. Parker off the glass. Huddy can't get it out though. Puck into the middle through Lincoln. Backhand. Up top. Hudson or Mason plays that for Carter. Carter tries to go cross ice. Puck comes to Mason. Mason into the zone. Mason around his man. Then checked. The puck comes the other way. Carter picks that off. Chips it into the middle. But Prince George is there. Huddy on the backtrack. Junsaw knocks that down. Carter with it. Carter chips it into the zone. Carter picks it up. Carter for Hudson. Hudson can't get that shot off, but gets it down low. Hudson back to Kyler at the point. Kyler misses that. Spins back. Rockets get on side. Kyler goes for a skate into the zone. Down low. Plays it back for June. June spins. Down low. Played back to Kyler. Kyler has some room. Shot tipped just wide by Walker. Zane on it. Walker tries to pull that out of the corner. Walker battling there. Insists his man off the boards. Yannick there has Zane in front. Off of his stick. Kyler steps up. Nobody there. Walker on the backtrack. Walker takes that puck away. Walker spins. Ball's down low. June picks that up. Over to Zane. Zane has Yannick out of the zone. Yannick check there for Kyler into the zone. Kyler stops up. Walker picks that up. Shot just over the net. Zane down low. On it. Puck comes to the line. Cam holds behind the net. Walker on the forecheck. Battling there. Takes that away. Walker falls. He gets it down for Yannick. Yannick down low. Tries to hit Zane. That's deflected. Comes back to Blake. Blake down low. Yannick off the end of his stick. And Prince George gets it up and out of the zone. Puck chip past Cam. Blake chips that back up the boards to Cole. That's intercepted by Prince George. Cam down low. Cam plays it around for Ben. Beebe has Cole out of the box. Cole into the zone, stops up, plays it around his man, still with it. Tries to play that in the middle. Cam in his skates, can't find it. Prince George on it. Played over. Ben chips for Cole. They're going to call that on the icing. Tight icing call there. $10:59 left here in the first period. Off the draw. Puck comes to Prince George. Good job by Eli. Parker over. Puck comes into the middle. Parker picks that up. Tips it out. Cole Emmett has some room down the wing. Emmett drops for Cole. Down to Emmett. Cole off of his skate. Eli steps up. Down low, tries to hit Cole. A little bit too hard for him. Parker holds. Down the wing. He's checked. Emmett picks it up though. Emmett spins away. Down low for Ben. That's taken away. Comes to the line, Cole and Parker. Eli to Emmett. Emmett back into the zone. Has Ben with him. He's poke checked. And Prince George comes back the other way. Prince George got by Kai. Kyler's going to go to the box for a hold. Shot wide by Prince George. As Junsaw touches that, it'll be a penalty on Kyler for a holding or a hook. Got a stick buried in there a little bit. Prince George go to the power play here. 9:49 left in the first. Rockets up 2-0. Mason and Hudson out to start the penalty kill. Blake and Cam out with them. Off the draw. Puck comes to Prince George. To the line. Played across. Chip back in the corner. Mason hits that. Comes to Prince George down low. And Lincoln covers that up. Ten seconds gone on the penalty. Mason on the drop. Puck won again by Prince George. Puck down low. Puck played around. Oh, Cam takes his man down. That probably should have been a penalty. Prince George to the line. Mason gets a piece of that. Does steal it. Has some room. Mason in. Good stick by Prince George. Knocks that loose. Mason still battling down low. Mason on the backtrack. Takes his man down. Mason's going to go to the box now. Rock's going to be 2 men short. Link socks that. Huddy touches that. We're going to be short-handed here. Roxy deep down 2 men here. Minute 7. In 2-man advantage time for Prince George. As Rockets find themselves in a little bit of penalty trouble. Probably should have been one on cam earlier. Off the draw, Prince George controls. Carter out there with Eli and Parker. Puck up top. Puck down to the side. Shot. Lincoln will cover that up. 46 seconds left in Tyler's minor. Penalty trouble here. It's a penalty trouble here. Have another draw. Puck comes to Prince George at the point. Shot. Scores. Point shot. Sneaks through Lincoln and the team in front. Prince George on the board. They'll be on the power play for another minute 31. That one finds its way through Lincoln. Two on game. 8:27 left in the first. Emmett on the draw. To Eli. Eli. This is to the D-man. Emmett chips it around his man. Tries to play that in front. PG stops that up. And back the other way. Prince George down low. Carter, nice stick there, knocked that out of the zone. Puck played across. Chip back up by Prince George into the zone. Parker stops that up, but can't get the puck. Prince George down low. Puck comes to the point. Prince George, D-man takes it around the net. Still with it. Leaves. Shot. Lincoln kicks that aside. Prince George on it. 30 seconds to go in the minor. Shot. Lincoln gloves that and holds on. 25 seconds left in Cam's penalty, or Mason's penalty, sorry. Yannick Walker come out. Off the draw. Puck comes to Walker. Walker chips around his man. Walker down the wing. Walker in. Shoots as he's falling. There's going to be a penalty here on Prince George. Walker gets a pretty good shot off. Be 4-on-4 here for 16 seconds, and the Rockets will have a power play. Off the draw. Prince George controls. Walker gets there on it though. Plays that back around off the back of the net. And Prince George plays it out. Prince George on it. Played across. Yannick on the puck. Comes to Kyler. Kyler knocks that back out. Mason out of the box. Got Walker with him. Mason, quick bobble shot. Sneaks through. It's in. It's in. Mason makes it 3-1 as that one sneaks through just over the line. Rockets regain the 2-goal lead here on the power play. Mason out of the box. Yannick on the draw. Puck comes loose. Walker knocks that down. Zane there too. Puck comes loose. Walker, stick lift. Still battling. Finds it. Gets it over to Zane. Zane into the zone. He's checked. Comes loose. Yannick pokes that free. GG. Scrambling hockey here. Walker pokes, or Zane pokes up Yannick taken down. No call. Zane on the forecheck. Walker gonna find it. Maze of feet here. Zane on it. Puck comes to the sidewall. PG breaks it out. Yannick on that. Puck played in the middle. Puck played just wide. Puck comes in the middle. Kai is at the wall. Walker there. Fled the zone too early. Kyler around the net. Plays it up. Off the stick. State to Zane. Zane. Walker into the zone. Check from behind. Gets it over to, tries to get it back over to Zane. Puck back into the middle. Blake on it. Nice poke check there. Walker. Is that loose for Zane? Out of the zone. Rockets looking for a change here. Walker gets it to the line, not out. Prince George into the zone. PG to the line. Ben and Emmett there. Comes in down low. Prince George. Blake, nice poke check there. Emmett overskates the puck. Down low. Comes to the point. Ben. Can't find it. Tip down low. Good job by Cam and Blake. Emmett picks it up in the corner. Emmett plays it out of the zone for Cole, but poke check. Ben to the middle. Shot. Save. And no rebound. .436 left first period. 3-1 Rockets lead. Off the draw. Emmett on it. Ben there too. But PG breaks it out of the zone. Puck comes back. Wide around Blake. Lincoln stops that up. Blake spins behind the net. Emmett there to help. Tries to get over to Ben. But puck stays down low. Good stick by Emmett. Knocked that into the corner. Cam plays it off the boards for Cole. Cole chips past his man. Won't be enough for icing. Prince George back for it though. PG plays it off the glass. Eli intercepts that, but Mason comes over, takes his man down. Puck loose. Puck played by Parker up to Mason. Mason over to Cole into the zone. Cole to Carter. Carter down low. He's hooked up there. Mason pulls that loose. Puck comes loose to Huddy. Huddy for Carter. Carter. His shot's blocked. Carter knocks the stick out of the hands of the defender. Puck comes to Prince George on the line though. And they break it out. Puck played across. Prince George player going for a change. Parker back for it. Over for Eli. Eli tries to play that to Hudson. Off the skate. Prince George has a beat on it. Into the zone. Good stick there. Mason plays it up for Carter. Carter's got some time. Plays it over for Huddy. Off of his skate into the zone. Hud's on the forecheck. Lifts the stick. Pins his player against the boards. Out comes to Carter. Carter in the middle. Drops for Mason. Mason. Shots. Rebound. Carter. In front. Scores! Mason hammers that home. Makes it 4-1. It's going hard to the net. That one shouldn't come back. Scramble in front, Mason hammers home the rebound. Yeah, next line out there now. June and Tyler on deep. Off the rock comes to Zane to June. June picks it up. Gets it into the zone. Walker on the forecheck. Puck played around the boards. Tyler holds. Gets it down low. Richard picks that up though. Puck Zane knocks that down. Walker loves it. Can't find it though. Puck around June. Zane with a good back check. Puck comes to Yannick. Yannick out of the zone, but Prince George plays it back in. Kyler spins. Over for June. Zane can't get it out. Puck down low. Mace or Kyler off of Walker's skate. And he can't get it out. Puck into the middle. Comes to Prince George. Backhand scores. Rockets had 3 chances to get out of the zone. They couldn't. Puck ends up in the back of the net every time. 4-2. Emmett's line comes out. Puck laid in by Prince George. Over the line. Cam, up for Cole. Cole can't get it past his man. Cam though, there. Emmett. Van's on his pass. Cam. It's up to Ben down the ice. That'll be an icing on the Rockets here. Rockets on their heels after a bit of a timeout. Prince George wins that back. Puck down low. Cam. Pokes it past his man. Prince George out front. Nice stick by Cam to knock that loose. Cole can't get it. Does get it out of the zone. Plays it in the middle. Nobody there. Prince George breaks it back the other way. Cam pushing his guy through the middle. Ben to the line. Not out. What are you doing, Rockets? Ben has Mason. Mason's got some room over the line. Around his man. Stopped up. In front. Parker holds. Over to Eli. Eli shot. Deflected wide by Prince George. Mason takes his man down. Comes to Eli. Eli shot well wide. Kicked out by Prince George. Cole on it. Cole slap shot through the zone. Eli steps down, puts it behind the net. Puck comes around. Past Eli, down the ice. Huddy in a race for it off the bench. 6 seconds left in the period. Hudson just plays that to an open wing. That'll do it for the first period. Rockets will take a 4-2 lead into the second. Looks like Mason's line will start this period. Parker and Eli on defense. Rockets with a horseshoe lead heading into the second. Shots on goal on the clock are 12-8. Off the draw. Comes loose, Prince George controls, dumps it in. Eli back for it. Eli stops it behind the net, plays it back around for Carter. Carter can't get it out. Carter down low. Eli cuts that off, but comes off the end of his stick. Lincoln covers that up. As Eli inadvertently plays it in front of his own net. Rockets will change it up. Yannick's line comes out. Walker and Zane. Tyler and June on D. Off the draw. Scrambled. Zane pulls that loose. Got Walker with him. Zane splits the D. Pushed off the puck there though. Pokes it in front. Walker there. Yannick pulls in. Prince George breaks it back out. Puck played. Tyler cuts his man off. Prince George on it. Down low. Tyler loses that battle. Yannick, Tyler lays it out the boards. Walker chips past his man, but held in. June down low. Has some time. Lays it up for Yannick. Yannick plays for Walker. Walker pushed off the puck. Lays it. Tries to play for Yannick in front. Walker loses the edge. Down low. Blake holds. Doesn't get a deep goal. Chipped out by Prince George. Played in. Cam back for it. Cam around the net. Tries to stop up, but check there. Cam. Yannick down low. Into the middle. Comes down low. Lincoln covers that up. Cam takes it away. Plays it around for Zane. Zane off the boards and down the ice. That'll be an icing. Not a good start here for the Rockets in the second. A little bit sloppy. Emmett's line comes out. Off the draw. Puck loose in front. Prince George finds it. Cam knocks it to Ben. Ben can't get it out. Emmett does though. But Prince George covers up. Blake tries to play it up through Emmett's legs. Prince George back in. Offside. Rockets need to ratchet up the intensity here. Off the draw. Comes to Eli. To the line. Just out. Emmett knocks that down. Pinched off the puck there. Played back in by Prince George. Eli back for it. Plays it for Emmett. Emmett up for Ben. Ben taken down. Cole. Looks cross ice for Parker off the heel of his stick. Spins away from his man. Plays it up for Cole. Cole's got some time. Cole shot just high and wide. Ben. Eli. Back down low. Off of Ben. For Cole. Parker. Shot blocked. And Prince George breaks it out. Puck played off the wall and down the ice. That'll be an icing on Prince George. As Eli's back for it. Couple good opportunities there. Mason on the drop. Puck comes loose. Carter on the forecheck knocks that away. Can't find Mason. Mason has it. Plays it back around. Eli steps in. Holds the line. Play in the middle. Prince George breaks it out though. Parker over for it. Mason picks it up. He's checked. Eli plays it up for Hudson. Hudson gains his own. Plays it across for Mason. Mason in. Can't pull the trigger. Carter takes that away. Shot. Rebound. And that's covered up. Good forecheck by that line. Yannick on the drop. Yannick wins that back to June. Zane plays it to June, but he's immediately checked. Puck comes out Walker. Around his man. Gains his own. Puts it down deep. Falls in the corner. Gets it to Yannick though. Yannick to Zane. That's checked. And Prince George rates it down. Zane pinches his man off the boards. Tyler mishandles that. Takes his man down though. In front. June knocks that away, but right to the defenseman. Off of Zane. Ooh, off of June. And just wide as June turns his back. Up to Zane. Zane check there. Gets it out. June steps up. Into the zone. Has Walker with him. June down low. Walker on it. Walker in front. Oh, just out of the reach of Yannick. Zane there on it. Mishandles. Yannick. Walker. Walker steps. Shoots just wide. Zane. Tries to play it for Yannick. That's past him and down the ice. June saw on it. There's it back on the boards for Yannick. June steps up. Has Walker with him. June loses the handle. Walker takes that away down low. Walker in the middle for Ben. Comes to the line. Blake holds. Down on net. Puck played down the ice by Prince George. And that'll be an icing. Clock is starting to take it back over here. Getting going on the forecheck. 14:53 left here in the second. And on the drop. Prince George controls behind the net. Cole cuts that off though. Cole in front for Ben. Ooh, he's checked in the last minute. Prince George breaks it out. Prince George into the zone. Down low. Good stick by Blake, knocks that away. Puck played to the point. Played into the corner. Blake, check there. Comes to the corner for Cam. Cam lifts the stick. Gets it up for Cole. Cole tips around his man, has Ben with him. Ben and Cole. Ben around his man. To the net. No further. So that's covered up. We'll change up the line here. Mason on the drop, wins that for Carter. Pokes it in the middle. Played down the ice by Prince George. And that should be enough for icing. And will be. Mason on the drop. Prince George controls off the wall. Pass Carter. Played off the glass. Parker steps up. Parker's going to go to the box for a trip. Pretty easy one. Prince George will go back to the power play. 13:51 left. Mason Carter out there with Tyler and June. Off the draw, scrambled. Puck comes up, PG. Tyler taken down in the corner. No call. Prince George around the net. Good job by June. Puck comes to the point. Puck played across. Mason on it. Carter walks that. Is it out of the zone? Mason has some room. Mason in. Check to the last minute. Here's going to be a penalty on Prince George. Be flyer 4 here. As Mason taken down for a trip. Be 4-on-4 here for a minute 28. It's like Hudson and Zane will come out. Zane and take the draw. Puck comes to Prince George. Prince George behind the net. Hudson chases him around. Prince George up the wing. Zane on the back track. Good job there. Knock that to the corner. Off the side of the net. Tyler has some time. Plays it into the zone. Tyler held up. Zane on the corner. Zane has Huddy with him. Zane back to Tyler. Tyler plays it down for Hudson. Hudson backhand blocked. Zane trying to find it. Can't. And Prince George breaks it back out. They play it down the ice. That's an icing on Prince George. It's like Yannick and Walker will come out. Blake and Cam on deep. 42 seconds left in the minor to Parker. Off the draw, Prince George controls. Prince George plays it around the wall. Prince George into the zone. Blake the stick. Lincoln covers that up. Walker on the draw. Plays it over off of the ref's skates to the point. Link knocks that to the side. Cam fans on that shot. Plays up for Walker. Walker held it at the line. Puck comes to Cam. Cam plays it up the wing. Yannick tries to chip that out. Can't. Puck played behind the net. Blake picks it up in the corner. Right up the boards. Rockets on the power play here. Boys. Lincoln, that comes up with a save. Rockets need a change. Yeah. If they don't clear the zone again. Eli knocks that loose. Prince George on it. Eli. Over for Parker. Out of the box. Parker off a shin pad. Rockets played around. Evan picks it up. Again. Eli takes that away. Prince George on it. That'll do it for the power play. Rockets 0 shots and played the entire time in their own zone. Rockets do not want the puck right now. Parker plays it for Emmett. Emmett with some room. Tries to play that to Ben. But that's intercepted. Ben. Over for Cole. Cole into the line. Cole around one player. Into the corner. Cole. Ben. Eli. Pops over his stick. Puck played up for Cole. Ben into the zone. Ben. Check there. Plays it down low for Cole. Rockets getting a change in. Cole, Carter, and looks like Cole, or no call. June. Stick caught in Cole's feet. Explanation of the benches for something. 10:08 left here in the second, back to full strength. Mason's line out with June Kai on deep. Off the draw. Puck comes to the middle. Carter tries to kick that over. Does get it over to Hudson. Hudson plays it back to Tyler. Tyler back down low to Hudson. Just past out of his reach. Puck played around. June steps up. Puck bounces to the middle though. Mason on it. Can't find the stick. Very short player. June, nice stick there. Takes that away. Plays it up for Huddy. Huddy has some room. Got Mason with him. Hudson into the middle. Shot, save, rebound. No rebound. Nice try there with Huddy. Off the draw, Prince George controls. Down low. June steps up. And Prince George breaks it out. Walker on the back track. Tyler, check there. Yannick picks it up. Up for Walker. Walker out of the zone. Breaks it into the PG zone. Cuts the middle. Loses the handle for a second. Shot. Well wide. Puck played up the boards. Yannick battling there with Cam. Cam plays it up the boards. Walker there. Plays it for Yannick. Yannick's got Zane with him, 2-on-1. Yannick plays it in the middle. Zane knocks that down. Zane's shot. Walker high in the air. Lands behind the net. Blake steps in. Walker checks in the corner. Walker battle in the corner. Kicks it to Zane. Yannick down there low. Yannick plays it to Blake. Blake down to Yannick. Down to Zane. Zane down low. Plays it in front. Walker, ooh, just at his reach. Cam. Shot from the point. Save. Ooh, Zane. They'll be poking at the goalie. Then I get a warning. Good shift from that line. And on the draw. Puck comes up the wall. Puck played past Cam. And Prince George down the zone. Right in the middle. Ooh, off the crossbar. Rockets cleaned up their heat. Off the draw. Prince George gets to the line. Played back in. Lincoln does a good job of covering that up. Rockets going to find the puck here. Off the draw. Eli picks it up, plays it back around the boards. Not hard enough though. Prince George picks it up in the corner. Ben though, nice stick there. Puck down low. Puck played back up the point. Ben checks the line. In front. Puck played. Cole. It's a stick on that. Lincoln plays that to the corner. Eli plays that around. Ben chips it out. the line, not out. Now he gets it out. Ben stops up into the middle. Cole taken down in front of the net. Eli holds the line. Ben battling there. Chip past Eli down the ice. 2-on-1. Puck played across. Shot wide. Puck through the neutral zone. Right through the crease. Parker picks that up. Lays it up the boards. Huddy taken down. Mason chips it out. Has Carter and Mason. Nice chip and it bounces off the back of Mason's stick. Couple close calls there from Prince George. Blake plays that up. Hudson, check there. Parker. As Hudson takes his man on the boards. Puck loose. Chip past Parker down the ice. Parker stops up, taken down. Gets it to Hudson. Hudson will play that down for an icing. And the Rocks will complete the change here. Couple of close calls there. The Rockets get caught scrambling. Off the draw. Prince George controls. Yannick, nice stick there. Donked that away. Lays it up the boards for Walker. Walker has some room into the zone. Has Zane in front. Lays across Zane. Oh, Zane can't find it in his feet. Zane down low, pinched off the boards there. Yannick in front. Shot blocked. And PG plays it up the wall. Kyler can't hold. And it comes out. Another 2-on-1. Link knocks that to the side. Puck still loose. Down low. June saw battling there. Link gets over. Knocked that aside. Link covered on that. Rocks get another change. 5:25 left here in the second. Prince George starting to take over a little bit here. Rocks need to get back on the forecheck. Emmett wins that back for Kyler. Kyler spins behind the net. It's up the middle off the skate. It's Emmett. June. Pinched in there. Rockets can't clear it. Comes up for point. Ben finds it. Puts it across the Cole. Cole out of the zone. Knocks it down for Emmett to Ben. Ben holds up around his player. Has some time. Shot. And nice glove save by the goalie. Emmett off the draw in front. Picked up by Prince George. And they'll fire that down the ice for, I don't know if it'll make it for an icing. Cam back for it. Good wait. Cam up for Cole. Cole leaves for Emmett. Emmett through the neutral zone. Emmett in. Shot. Fans on it. Goes wide. Ben. Back for Cam. Cam. Shot. Walker to the side. Ben down low. On net. And Prince George will cover that up. Mason's line out. Wins it back for Cam. Cam down low for Hudson. Past him down in the corner. Prince George breaks that out. Carter on the back track picks it up. Blake lays it up. Carter lays it back into our zone. And Prince George gets it deep. Cam up the boards. That's pinched off by Prince. And Mason picks that up out of the zone. Mason around his player. Down low. Mason in the middle. Huddy Shot. Oh, I don't know what that hit, but it just went wide. Mason. Another opportunity here. Down low. Finds Huddy. I look for Huddy in the slot. That's picked off though. Prince George. Puts it into the zone. Parker. Rims it up. Prince George cuts that off. Puck played down low. Shot. Well wide. Hudson. Doesn't get it out. Mason plays that around the boards. Eli. Chips it for Carter. Has Huddy with him. Carter down the wing. Has some time. And off the knob of the stick. As Parker holds the line. And they'll blow that down with 2:53 left here in the second. Yannick on the draw. It's a back to Parker. Parker shot off the back of somebody. Zane on the back track. Parker plays it up the wall. Let PG get in zone. PG in front. Comes to Zane. Zane with some time. Tries to play that for Yanni. To Walker. Oh, Walker just offside. Good call on the line. Off the draw. Walker tied up. Prince George plays that to the line. And just over. Tyler overskates it. In. Lincoln with a nice save. Puck played back down low. Rockets standing around here. Yannick gets a piece of that. Walker checked. Can't get it out though. High. Plays that back out the boards. Walker stepped around. Walker checked. Gets it to the line and out. Barely. Walker gloves that down. Off of his feet. Zane takes his player out. Ty. Behind the net for June. June. Has the chip out. Can't do it. Now off on Yannick saves to Walker. Down the ice. I don't know what they were doing there. June. Cross ice. Walker knocks that down. High outside. High gets run over. Walker into the middle. Check there. Move the puck. Tyler takes that down. Zane, Walker over. Walker picks it up. He's muscled off the puck. Taken down. Yannick though picks it up. Yannick to Zane. Off the back of his stick. Zane pinched off the boards. June holds the line. Down to Zane. Has June in front. June. Oh, nice play, boys. Cole off the bench. Knocks that pass down. Cole out there with Ben and Emmett now. Emmett or Cole taken down. The Rocks to go to the power play here with 40 seconds left in the second. That's Cole taken down behind the net. Evan on the draw. Wins that back for Cam. Cam shot wide. Ben picks it up behind the net. Ben down low. Sets things up. Ooh, through the crease. Cole wasn't paying attention for it. Cam holds the line. Down low. Emmett on it. 20 seconds left in the period. Emmett leaves for Ben down low. Ben circles. 15 seconds left. Ben, over for Blake. Blake, shot, tipped on net. Rockets can't find the rebound. 5 seconds left. Ben, Blake shot, tips just wide by Ben. And that'll do it for the period. Rockets will take minute 20 left of power play time into the third. And a 4-2 lead. Some tense moments there in that period. Off the draw. PG controls. Turn it back. Parker good stick there, knock that loose. Parker pins his man against the boards. Emmett back. Emmett in front. Gets it up to Ben. Ben leaves for Emmett. Past him. Emmett checked as he comes across the line. And Prince George plays it back down. No ice, no ice. Ooh. Rockets on the power play to start. Face off at center ice. Rockets need to get going here. 53 seconds left in the penalty. Eli. Emmett. Now to Ben. Ben to Cole. Cole in. Has Ben with him. Ben shot. Ooh. Nice kick save there. Eli plays that back in front. Nobody home. Puck played down. Eli on the back check. It's a stick in. Oh, Eli's going to get a penalty. Maybe a shot. Oh, they're going to give him a shot. Prince George will have a penalty shot here. The wrong guy you want to get a penalty shot to. I thought Eli did a pretty good job of getting a stick in there, but not the way we wanted to start here. 19-11 left, 31 seconds left in the penalty. And Prince George to get a shorthanded penalty shot. Prince George in. Loses the handle. And Link makes the stop. As the puck gets stuck in the water. Lucky break for the Rockets there. 31 seconds left in the penalty. Mason's line comes out now. June and Kyler on D. Mason on the draw. June tries to step up. Puck hemmed in the boards. Mason's there. Mason. As June, sorry. As he lost the puck for a second. Puck down low. Carter loses it in the water. And Prince George fires it down the ice. That'll do it for the penalty. It's set to expire here. Kyler around the net. For Mason, or for Junesaw, sorry. Carter into the zone. Mason picks that up. Loses the handle. Carter holds the line. Carter in. He's poke checked out. Puck comes out. June pinched off the puck there. Carter back. June on it. Gets it down low. Mason reaches in. Comes to Kyler. Kyler up the wall. Hudson plays that down in. Off of Mason's stick. Carter on his feet. Puck played back the other way. Prince George in. Stopped up. Carter comes over. Huddy. They got 2-0. Carter in. Nice glove save. As Carter hammers his stick on the boards. Nice play there. Mason gets interference, ran a little bit of interference there. Yannick on the draw. Puck comes out. Prince George takes that. Blake. Up to Walker. Walker tried to find Zane, but Zane had fallen. And Prince George gets it back down the ice. Cam. Walker. Can't get it out. Look at the puck. Walker. Zane. Zane. Over the line. In a net. Shot. Bounces up. Rockets can't find it. Prince George covers it up. Rockets got to change in here. 17-10 left here in the third. Clock says second, but 4-2 Rockets lead. Another drop. And Prince George just dumps it down the ice. Off the draw, comes to the sidewall. Ben plays his point. Eli knocks that down low. Cole taken down in front, poked away, and Prince George breaks it out as Cole's taken down hard into the zone. That should have been offside. Puck played up the boards. Prince George still with it. Lincoln with a nice glove save. Mason on the draw. Wins that back for Eli. Eli around the net. It's Carter. That goes down the ice. That's going to be an icing. And Mason racing for it. Face off on the other side of Lincoln this time. 16:27 left. Off the draw. Prince George controls to the point. Puck down low. Puck knocked down. Battle there. Puck comes out. Prince George with it. Carter gets a stick on that, but not enough. Puck in. Eli, nice stick there. Hutz and Mason. Mason with it. Mason goes wide. Gets back to the middle. Mason check. Huddy there. Didn't get the puck down low. And Prince George turns it back the other way. 3-on-2. Puck down low. Stops up. Parker. Puck in the middle. Lincoln will cover that up. Yannick Slam come out. Tyler and June on deep. Yannick on the drop. Puck loose. In the feet. High over skates. Good stick though to knock that back down. Kai, June. Walker gets there. Zane follows up. Can't trip it past his man. Zane not bodied off the puck. Puck played up. Prince George brings it back into the zone. Walker. Backhanded, well wide. And Lincoln will cover that off the boards. Yannick on the drop. Back for Kai. Kai plays it around the boards. Prince George gets there first, though. Up the boards. Zane and Yannick there. Puck comes to the line, not out. Tyler up the middle. Just wide of the net for an icing. Another face off down low. Emmett, Ben, and Cole down. Rockets reeling here, 15 minutes to go. Face off one by Prince George. Chipped, wide of the net. Kyler on it. He's beaten to the puck by Prince George. Puck pinned along the boards. Prince George. Battle there. Ooh, quick whistle. The puck just came loose. Prince George first on the puck here. Puck comes back to Kyler. Kyler plays that around for June and Ben. Chip. Not out of the zone though. Ben. Gets it out, but not deep. Prince George plays it back in. Kyler back for it. Kyler takes it away from his man. Up the boards to Cole. Under his stick and out of the zone. Prince George. Ooh, Cole almost steals that. But Prince George brings it into the zone. Shot well wide. Ben chips past his man. It's Cole into the zone. Cole in. Shot just over the line, bar. And the goalie might have got a shoulder on that. Puck down low. Ben battling down there. Puck played around. Rockets are getting a change in. Cam back for it. For Blake. Blake has to go cross ice for Ben. That's intercepted. And Prince George brings it into the zone. Cam, nice stick there. Knock that down. Mason out. Mason tries to play that in the middle for Huddy. It's off the stick. The Prince George D-man. They put it to an open wing and bring it back in. Cam pokes that around. Prince George D-man behind Ben. Link. Use that for Cam. Cam. That's Ben. Ben all alone. Using the handle. Nice save. Mason stops hard in front of the net. Little talk back and forth between Mason and the goaltender. 13:09 left. Mason's line with Eli Parker. Off the draw. Mason shot. Saved by the Prince George goaltender. Nice stick there. Knocked that loose. Carter on that momentarily. That's what Eli. Eli plays that back in. Mason knocks that down. But comes to Prince George. Carter takes his man down. Carter's in the middle of the box. For a hook. Prince George to the power play here with 12:49 left. Mason on the draw out there with Hudson. Prince George controls to the line. Puck comes across. Shot Link stops that and holds on. Off the draw. Prince George controls. Shot just wide. Puck back to the blind. Mason gets a stick on that. Prince George leaves. Down low. Eli, good stick there. Rockets regaining their position. Shot. Lincoln jumps on that. Prince George player goes over top of Link. Walker and Yannick come out. Minute 13 left in Carter's penalty. Off the draw, Prince George controls. Walker knocks that puck down. Can't chip it out. Yannick does get it down the ice though. Walker gets there first. It's in front, Yannick. Yanni down low. Yanni pinched off there. Walker takes his man down. Puck comes loose for Kyler. And Kyler fires that down on net. Walker there first. 28 seconds to go in the penalty of Carter. Mason and Zane out. Kyler and June on deep. Mason tries to fire that on net off the drop. Mason now low. Hunting pucks down. Puck played in. Prince George into the zone. Shot wide. Didn't miss by much. Puck comes to the point. And Mason can't clear. Mason battling there. Puck comes loose. Kyler. Mason, swing check. Puck off his aim stick. Carter out of the box. Lincoln covers that up. And Rockets will get a line change in. As Emmett's line comes out with 10:44 left. Back to full strength. Off the draw. Cam with it. Behind the net. Up to Cole. Cole chips for Emmett. Emmett in a race for it. Gets it into the zone. But Prince George goes back the other way. Cole, nice job there. Emmett. Emmett. Tips that in. Prince George picks that up though. Played over. Ben. Off the glass. Into the zone. Emmett. Kicks it to himself. Down low. Nice leader for Ben. He's pinched off the boards there. And Prince George plays it out. Emmett, though, gets there. Knocks that down low. But played out by Prince George. Blake. Off of a stick. Doesn't get it out. Into the zone. And Link will cover that up. Rockets fail to get it out of their zone again. Mason's line comes out. 9:55 left. Off the draw. Carter gets it out of the zone. Gets past his D-mat and cut off there. Puck played off the boards. Mason plays that back into our zone. And Lincoln will cover that up. Face off to Lincoln's right again. Up the draw. Back to Blake. He tries to go up the boards. Prince George keeps it down low. So that's Parker out there. In the middle. Back to the line and out. Good job by off the draw. Prince George circles behind the net. Played off the wall. Eli knocks that down. Can't get it deep. Plays it in. Just past Mason. Puck played out by Prince George off of the body. And Prince George out with it. Puck knocked off by Carter. Carter has some room around his man, but check there. Carter takes that away. Parker in a foot race. Plays it up for Huddy. Huddy into the zone off of Hudson's skate. Puck into the zone. Puck played across. Around Hudson. Hudson takes that away. Puts it out to Mason. Mason into the zone. It's over for Carter. Carter in. Shot deflected wide. Mason down low. Leaves for Carter behind the net. Tries to get it out for Hudson. And Prince George plays that out. Ty holds the line. Down for Carter. Carter. Played around his net. Oh, Carter. Big cross check in the back. He's going to go back to the box. Carter takes his man down. The cross check. He'll go back to the box with 8:08 left. Walker and Yannick out to start. The Rockets back into penalty trouble here. Then short to the line. Shot, deflected over the net. Tyler down low. Foul in there. Prince George plays it to the line. Held in. Shot, blocked in front. Walker gets it down the ice. Yannick on the forecheck. Comes around. Walker gets a stick on that. But comes to Prince George. Walker interrupts that. Yannick there. Yannick run over. Tyler plays it in the zone. Walker on the forecheck. Plays that down low. Walker still with it, down low. Walker still battling. Good job by Walker down low. Minute 2 gone in the penalty. Zane and Hudson come out. Ty and June on the blue line. Hudson on the draw. Puck sits there. Hudson's feet. Hudson on the forecheck. And Prince George plays it out. Prince George gains the line. Into the zone. June knocks that down. Fires it to the line, not out. June knocks that down. They're heavy. And he'll play it down the ice. Zane on the forecheck. Wins that battle. Puck into the middle. Mesa or Cole knocks that down. Coley in. Tries to play that through. Nice save again by Prince George's goaltender. Cole. 10 seconds to go in the penalty. Turns the defender back. Puck coming in the middle. Prince George into the zone. Zane there. Pinches his man off. And that'll do it for the penalty. Zane battling there. Can't get it out. Prince George down low. Blake plays that to the side of the net. And that'll be blown down. Rockets kill another one. .552 left in the third. Rockets with a 4-2 lead. Off the draw, Prince George controls. Up the line. Played down low behind the net. Cam down there. Pokes that away. He's pinched off the boards though. And it comes up. Cole, good stick there. Chips around his man. He got Ben with him. Cole into the zone. To Ben. Puck sits there in the middle. Off his skate. Can't find it. Cole on the backtrack though. Picks that up. Puts it down to Ben. Ben still can't find it. Emmett on the forecheck. Cole. Shoot that, Coley. Ben flips it on the side. Around the net. Emmett. Cole again. That's Parker, sorry. Cole knocks that out of the way. And Parker cuts that off. Parker up to Cole. Cole. Can't get it over across the bend. Prince George plays it across. Into the zone. Eli pokes that in the corner. Good battle there. Eli around the net. Plays it for Cole. Cole leaves for Emmett. Doesn't get it out though. Eli. Nice save by Lincoln. And that shot over the net. Eli. Gets it off the boards. Doesn't get it out. Ben over skates. Lincoln plays it in the corner. Parker over. Plays it up the boards. Doesn't not out. Cole does get it out though. Rockets getting a change in. As Hudson and Mason come out. Look down low. Parker plays it around into the corner. Prince George down low. Good stick there by Mason and Parker. Prince George controls. Mason gets stick again. Ben to Mason. Mason chips that around. Mason just gets it deep. Plays it to an open wing. Huddy was there. On him, Huddy. On him, Huddy. Puck comes out. Nice stick by Mason. Knocked that in the corner. Tyler picks it up. Plays it around for Hudson. Hudson has it. Plays it for Mason. Carter. Carter goes across for Mason. Mason can't quite get the forehand on it. That'll be a face-off down low. 3:21 left. Mason didn't take the drop. Puck won back by Prince George. Carter gets a stick on there, but comes around. June holds the line. Carter. Mason gets it into the zone. Puck broken out by Prince George. Puck played around June. Oh, now here's a weird bounce into the slot. Puck played wide of the net. Hud's battling there. Puts it to the middle. And Mason gets up to Carter. Carter gets into the zone. Goes around his player. Tyler. Puck comes off. Walker picks that up. Walker into the zone. Walker in. Shot. Just down low. Comes out to Cam. Cam fires that back in. And that'll be icing. 2:24 left in the third. Rockets with a 3-2 lead. Yannick's line out. Blake and Cam on deep. Puck. One over to Prince George. Prince George down low. Puck into the middle. Nice block there by Kai. Walker breaks it out. Has Zane with him. Gets it down but under the goal line. Prince George. Pinched off there by Zane or with Yannick, but poked up through the middle. Prince George into the zone. Cam down low. Cam plays it around. Comes to the point. Walker gets that by his man. And just out of the zone. Zane there. Puck ends up in the zone. Rockets can go back to the short-handed again here. As they play the puck a couple times here. Haven't no whistle yet. There's going to be a trip on Walker. Or no, Cam. Minute 25 left. Rockets short-handed again here in the third. Looks like we'll have Emmett and Mason out to start the kill. Eli Parker on deep. Eli fires that around the boards. Held in by Prince George. Prince George down low. In front. Prince George just pulled their goalie. Puck to the side of the net. Prince George down low. Mason gets scramble down low. Puck still battling. Good job there. Bodies everywhere. Another wraparound attempt. Emmett knocks that to the corner. 45 seconds left. In front. And Lincoln will cover that up. 44 seconds left. So BB and Cole come out. Going to take the face-off outside. Or no, timeout, Prince George. Tyler June out with Ben and Cole. Ben will take the face off. Off the draw, Prince George controls. To the point. Ben gets a stick on that, knocks it to the corner. Prince George. Shot wide. Comes up the boards. Sees a weird bounce. Cole doesn't get a stick enough of that. June over to poke it away. Lincoln stops that. June side down low. In front. Ben gets it out of the zone. 13 seconds left. Cougars play it back up to the line. Down to 5 seconds. That'll do it. 2. And that's it. Rockets will hold on for the 4-2 win. Didn't make it easy today. Took a lot of penalties in the third period, but held on after the early lead. That'll pretty much guarantee that we play on Wednesday. Game tomorrow. See you for top or bottom, or 1 or 2 in our pool. See everybody tomorrow.